Okay, so tonight I'm going to transfer the Brachypelma vagans. I'm not into anything particularly gigantic. Just kind of something a little natural looking. There I am, not watching the camera again, not paying attention. So here we just have a little, I'm not sure what size critter keeper this is. It's not one of the big ones, you know. That's kind of a size reference. This being a species from a little bit more of a drier area, I'm gonna put a little bit of sphagnum moss in one side, just for there to be, you know, one side or a corner with a little bit more humidity in it than the other. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take a little bit out. I don't want a whole lot. I'm back and I'm forth, and I'm back and I'm forth, and it's a problem. Gotta think of something to use as a little water dish. Now, when it comes to water dishes and tarantulas, I'm not that big of a fan of them. And I'll put it on something actually interesting while I talk. Just because they're always, there's always that risk. But these guys, you want to put in a water bowl or a little water dish. Now keep in mind, a shallow water dish, maybe with some rocks in it, just in case they get in there and then they end up not being able to get out, which is worst case scenario, of course. Putting in a water dish, you know, 1 day a week, and, you know, giving them a bit of a mist every once in a while in between that. So what I want to moisten down a little bit of one side right now. My handy dandy SCherper mister, which you can get at PetSmart for like $10. It's amazing. You know, it smells like fuel. So I'm just going to wet down one side because I think we're getting ready to molt here soon. These guys are spazzy too. For Brachypelma species, they're a little out there. Once again, going with that plastic tube there that I used for the Tibetochennius. Sticking a few fake leaves in here for effect. Even though, like I said, it's a drier species. Get in here. Spazzy spiders. Do my best not to get bit, even though with Brachypelma they're not that bad. They're just hair flickers, of course, in the new world. These guys raining from the, yeah, go on. I'll give you an option to leave. You don't get to quit. I ask you nicely. Fat behind-it little spider. Oh, and we're webbing everywhere. That's awesome. So yeah, as you can tell, hair flickers. Really pretty as adults though, because everything else is a solid black on a brickish red. Rest of the legs and carapace with the the abdomen there, being that British red color, like I said. Okay, like I said, web everywhere. It's awesome. Of course, getting them out is a whole nother problem. I know this one won't be near as bad as the Tepidocenius, thank God. Come on. I'm being so fat right now, I'm kind of trying to be a little bit more gentle. A bite from a vagans, or really any other brachypelma for that reason, wouldn't be all that serious. They're not an aggressive genus. Don't have a whole lot of experience with the brachypelmas, so that's just going off what I know. See, look, we don't even. This is what they do. They curl up and they say, "Leave me alone." So getting them out is gonna be plenty fun. Come on. Come on. When they want to be quick, though, they'll be quick. No doubt. Stop webbing up over here in here. This is not a hide. I'm trying to be nice about this. Also trying to do it in frame, which is, of course, getting difficult, as it is every episode. Too busy talking to pay attention to what I'm got going on the camera. I'm going to stick it on the old cage. Old Tupperware, whatever you want to call it. And get all tapped. Okay, that's much better. Let me tell you, chopsticks will become your best friend when keeping tarantulas. Oh, come on. Got to be kidding me. There we go, turn. See, look at this. Not even one nibble on the stick at all. I'm trying to do you a solid here, pal. Not sure of the sex on this one either. Like I said, I'm trying to be very gentle right now, because we're just so pumped full of food and stuff. I don't want them to get hurt or anything like that. Come on. We're not kicking hairs or anything either. Of course, for those of you that don't know a whole lot about spider anatomy, I guess I'll break it down real quick. All the vital organs, your heart, you know, the serious vitals like the cardio and all that stuff are all in the abdomen, with the heart running from kind of about here back. Lungs, you can barely see. They have book lungs, which that doesn't even help anything either. Which is basically these layers of skin, more or less, or tissue that they stack up and they look almost like a book. And those are right under the abdomen, almost on the carapace, kind of right in between there. Of course, you got your fangs. They got their leg joints, you know, tibias, all that stuff. It's kind of hard to explain right now. I'd have to look it up in my book again, but knowing the anatomy and the biology of these guys definitely helps. Of tarantulas in general. I'm not, you know, just talking about brachypelma. But, come on. It should not be this difficult. This probably wasn't the best idea. There we go. Let's go. Oh, we got our fangs out now? We're gonna be vicious. I Like I said, when brackies want to be quick, brackies will be quick. I'm trying to be as gentle as I can. Trying to make them move. This is just a juvenile. There we go. Alright. Come on. Get your butt out of here. Thank you. And the more well-known species of brachy being the Smithii, you know, however you want to pronounce it. It's pronounced several ways. Those are the ones that you see a lot in movies and ordeals like this. Jesus. Come on, spider. This one doesn't make me near as nervous as the arboreals do. There we go. Webbing on everything, of course, in traditional style. Light, the flipping container. So this will be a much more suitable habitat. It's going to dry out some. I made it kind of half pretty moist, half dry. I only made it that moist just because I believe we're in pre-molt coming up here soon. Usually with some of these new worlds, you can really tell because their abdomens get so bald from kicking and everything like that. It kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. But brachypelmas are cool because they have a lot of personality, I think. Same with the Lasiodora parahybana. They're just you've always got those species that just eat constantly, and you know they're fun, and brachypelma is part of that genus. They look almost like a trapdoor kind, in my opinion. But you know, what do I know? I haven't even kept trapdoors. I hear they don't do terribly well in captivity, otherwise I'd get into them. That about does it for this episode, I guess you'd call it. Installment, whatever. I need requests. Please. It's hard to keep having a channel like this and with only so many animals and not have people asking you, you know, how do I do this? What about this species? What do you recommend? So, input is always wanted. I think I'll toss a cricket. Maybe not. I think I'll wait. I need to get some more anyways. I'm almost out. So, requests. I guess you could say I'm returned to YouTube for the time being until I find another reason not to be. So that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys.